Hello, everybody. Let's take a listen to Mr. Mbalula here. Mr. Mbalula is going to be responding to some questions. Obviously, the big question that is going to be what Mr. Ramaphosa has actually said during the address that he did and everything, that the DA better than municipality and everything. Let's take a listen, and I hope you enjoy the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy. Please comment in the comment section and tell me what do you think.
And then you change the truth. You change the challenges into a betterment of the people going forward, knowing very well that this is the truth. If the president can say that no ANC municipalities that we control are doing well, in terms of Auditor General's report, they will have produced equally an evidence that Ramaphosa is not telling the truth, and that is it.
SG, truth is my name. SG, as you said that other political parties at the moment, they are using it as a campaigning tool, that statement of the president. As you said, the ANC, they understand what the president said, but the masses on the ground might be not the same. And we are approaching the silly season 2026, which is a local government election. What do you say about that?
The people who will follow the truth, and that's what is important for us. We're busy now, like we're getting into the roll call with the public representatives and all of that. If they want to deal with the ANC, let them talk about the real concrete issues. The masses understood very well what the president is talking about. What is important for them is for us to do the things we have set for ourselves in terms of the plan of action. And we must do them and do them well. We must govern and govern well, and not kowtow other political parties in terms of what they are doing. And that's what is important for the ANC.
Mr. Mbalula Ziniro from Newsroom Africa. Talk to us about the approach of the ANC towards the local government elections in terms of maybe making public your public representatives such as mayoral candidates. We've seen the DA fielding Helen Zille already. How far is the ANC's process in that regard? But the issue of capacity, councillors on the ground, some of them are feeling as if the ANC is being hard on them, and that is the leadership as far as saying that they do not have the capacity. Give us your sense of the ANC on these 2 points.
We are in coalition governments. We've got a couple of months before the term of office end. Here in Joburg, the mayor is ANC, and we must lead and decisively. Public representative and announcement will come next year when we conclude our list process and all of that. So we don't run an election campaign based on the personalities. We run the election campaign in terms of what the ANC have done for the people, and the ANC accounting to the people about what it has done. So our public representatives process will come to an end next year. For now, we are focused on the task of delivering to our people and fulfilling the mandate, either within coalition governments or where we govern on our own. That's what we are focused on now, going forward.
On the issue of capacity, are you having faith with the current crop of leaders that are on the ground? Do you think maybe there is lack of capacity? Do you think there's still...
We have admitted where there is no capacity, we must deal with that. We have trained our councillors, and many of them have responded to that question of capacity. When we go to the communities and ask people to be voted for in the wards and all of that, they are voted by the people based on their activism. And some of them indeed don't have the necessary capacity, but we train them. And majority of them have responded well. Here in Gauteng, we can give you a good statistic, which we'll give in the next coming months about the status of our members and all of that, and who have paid serious attention to their own development. And that is quite encouraging. So the question of capacity in local government is key and important. Our mayor here is a man with double masters in education, like others everywhere in the country, paying attention to the call by their movement for self-development and 10 years of ANC concentration on cadre development. So we are focused on that particular task, and we try by all means with what we've got to place people in positions where they will be able to execute. But where we do have challenges, we do improvise. Here in Johannesburg, for instance, we lost a majority. And most of our councillors come from the wards, in the different wards in the country, and we lost the biggest chunk of our councillors in the PR. But we have improvised, and our councillors have responded well to question of self-education, and others are still doing that going forward, which is what is important for local government to govern and govern well.
Mr. Mbalula, Service Ogoba from Eyewitness News. Just two questions on my part. The first question, yesterday we saw the IFP and the DA hold events related to obviously the upcoming local government elections. During those events, they said some things that were maybe not good about the ANC. And I just want to know that, is there maybe some line being drawn in terms of how you guys are going to engage this stage with your GNU partners in terms of how you talk about each other during the campaigns and what could be on limits and what could be off limits? That's my first question. And just my second question, I'm loath to ask you about another political party, but maybe your general reaction to the DA fielding someone like Helen Zille to the mayoral candidate.
We don't kowtow other political parties, it's their choice. At the end of the day, that will be tested in the ballot. And so it is the choice of their political party. So we are not in the business of commenting about the choices of other political parties. We don't expect political parties who are our opponents to speak good about the ANC. Our story is a story of the people. How the people respond to the ANC and service delivery is what is important to us. We have said to the people, elect us and we'll serve you better. We've got a manifesto to deliver on, and that will be our point of report back.
You cannot say to people, vote for us and then we will show you. No, you can't say that. Especially with the party that had 30 years of service, whatever. Okay? Listen, I will always say, I'm not saying that the ANC, they failed in everything. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, you can't make a statement and say, they must vote for us and then we will show them. You don't do it. Obviously, I think that's what it is, but unfortunately, people are so awake now and they can see what is going on. I've always said, guys, if you want to draw the hearts of the people, just deliver everywhere. You see now, they don't have to even speak about the Joburg. They don't have to speak about it, because Mr. Dada Morero, the only thing he needs to do is just to provide the services, make sure that you do, and you do very quickly. I don't know how is that possible, but you do it very quickly so that you are able to, when the elections come, they have got an opportunity to beat Miss Helen Zille here. But if they are not going to take that opportunity and they will come on social media and say, let them vote for us, then we will show them. They have seen you what you have done. Already they do have a sense of what they will deal with if they vote for you. The ANC, guys, I can tell you right now, if the ANC miss this opportunity, they are a mayor to today, right? In Joburg. If they miss this opportunity, I can promise you, Helen Zille will take over, and when she takes over, it's going to be child. And I'm not saying she will, but I'm saying she can beat them and end up, I don't know, even those left votes, they can move to the other side. I don't like people saying, let them vote for us and then we will show them. Let them vote for us, then we will show them what we can do. You've been there for 30 years, my guy. What are you talking about?
The people of South Africa, which is the manifesto. And if we have not done well, we'll be in a position to admit that we did not do well. First point of not doing well is the fact that the majority of people did not come out in numbers to vote for the ANC. That on its own have actually handicapped our capacity to deliver without asking for support from others in terms of majority. So we have had to work with other political parties in a coalition government in Johannesburg for quite some time. So we are not working on our own. But even within that, we have strived to ensure that we deliver on our mandate. We will account to the people that within this
And if the ANC thinks, if the ANC they've got this attitude of saying, which I also maybe we can agree, of course, but if they are going to keep that as their attitude, it will be a problem to say that, yeah, the reason why we lost, in these things, it's because people didn't come out in their numbers. As long as you've got that attitude, you should take it as a beating to say, don't look at them and say they didn't vote. They didn't actually go to vote. Take it as if like they voted for other parties. If you take it like that, you are actually triggering yourself to say we need to do better so that those people who voted for other. Now, I know you guys, you want to say, yeah, but they didn't go to vote. I understand. What you are doing psychologically, you are putting yourself in a place where you are like, they have beaten us. Let us try and bring them back. Don't have this attitude of saying, they stayed home. They didn't vote. The reason why they didn't vote, we all know why. It is because of you guys, you are not providing. One of the guys I know actually from home, he didn't go and vote. And the reason why was he's been struggling to get an ID. He got an ID at the age of 40. Age of 30, 38, 39 there. 37, 36, so somewhere there. Even 35. Got an ID. And then I asked him, I was like, are you going to vote? I was like, nah. After that experience, I'm not going. Maybe next time. It's because of the experiences of the people. That's why I'm saying, if you want to bring people on board, just do what you're supposed to do. Make sure services are provided easily and also thoroughly so. Anyway.
Mandate, this is what we have been able to fulfill. But we can't account for other parties. We don't expect them to speak good about us, but if they are honorable, they will still acknowledge where the ANC is doing good. And but some of them are overzealous and they are just gunning for votes and opportunistically so. So we can't. We are not them. We are the ANC. Where something is good that is being done, even if it's not done by us, we will be able to say there, we can see they are doing well. And that is what democracy is about. It's about being honorable, and then it's about being truthful to the people. So politicians have been characterized as people who are truthful, who are chameleons. We are not politicians as the ANC. We are freedom fighters. We are revolutionaries. We are all about change. And if there is a criticism about us,
you're not a politician. What are you talking about, Mr. Mbalula, man? Stop these things, my guy. What is wrong? What is wrong with you? We are freedom fighters. Freedom fighters for what? For what? What freedom are you for fighting now? What freedom? If you are not fighting the freedom of economy, and if I'm saying fighting the freedom of economy, and you are not doing nothing in the economic space, right? In other words, we are not doing nothing. He says we are not politicians. We are freedom fighters. Yo, guys, there is no slogan that finishes me or a slogan that I don't like than a slogan that says struggles continues. Because what you are doing psychologically is that there will be nothing that you will be able to do and do it right because you will always be struggling. That means everything when you want to do it, you have to struggle. This attitude, I don't like it. How about you create a new attitude to say, everywhere we go, ladies and gentlemen, action is the name of the game. Because if you've got that mentality of saying struggle, 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 in your mind, even your body, when it reacts with struggle. Even if there is no struggle anymore, you just struggle, struggle, just like the economic freedom. That thing, you just have to change things there. Change things, put things into place, you put them in action, you implement, and then you start changing things. Simple as that. And then you guys, you think that you are always in other words, black people are going to struggle until they die. Until the generation, I don't know until when. Let's just use God maybe and say, until Jesus Christ comes. Yeah? Black people will always be struggling, even with smallest things that we can change. In just 7 days, we can change it. We will always think struggle, struggle, struggle. That is why I said, guys, you can think about freedom as you like. And people from outside for a day can come to South Africa and say, South Africa, there is freedom. We know what is the total freedom. The total freedom is economics. If you are not controlling economics, if the economics is not benefiting the majority of South Africa, that is not for freedom. Okay? That is not freedom. Freedom is economics. That's it. We are not politicians. We are freedom fighters. Freedom fighters. You still have the attitude of what is wrong. Guys, we need to change our attitude, please. Okay? You know, I thought when he says we are not politicians, he will say something like, he says like we are freedom fighters. Guys, I'm very sorry, but nah.
In relation to our conduct, we must repent and mend our ways. And that is why we are on the renewal path as the party.
And you see, one of the things that will happen in Joburg, mark my words, if it happens that Miss Zille takes over Joburg as a mayor, right? They will target the city, the Joburg city. They will fix it, right? And I'm not saying it's that bad, okay? They will fix it quickly. They will try to do things quickly, right? And after fixing it, do you know what people are going to say? They are going to say, yeah, the DA is fixing the city only and everything like that and all of that and all of that. But they will say, the DA will say, you didn't even fix the city. You failed to fix the city. Okay? And it's very important, I am saying, it's very important, okay, that when you are using these slogans, these nice words of struggle, you also think about action, okay? You think about action. Your slogans actually should change and be like, everywhere is action. Action, move. We move fast. We try to move fast. If it's not fast, then it's fine, but you try to move fast to changing things. We can't be struggling with the same problems generation after generation, and then we are going to use the slogan of saying the struggle continues. The people in June 1976, the young people there, they took one struggle to change education. They went, they changed things, and things changed once. And today people are benefiting from that. Why? Because they took one struggle and then they changed it into something, and today people are actually getting the education that they get. And I know you will say to me, yeah, but education, it's not free. Yeah, but you can go and study to any university you want, as long as you've got money, of course. And the free education thing, guys, we must all understand that it may not happen right now, and it will happen maybe, I don't know. I heard other people said, yeah, Mr. Zuma announced the free education, what. But we all know in Parliament they were complaining recently to say there are other universities who are charging more than other universities for the same course, same year, same amount of years and everything, and then they charge more. You see, so, and also there was that thing of people not getting their certificates because as long as there are those things, there is no free education. You will go and study, they will keep your diploma, they will keep your whatever, they will keep your degree and everything. They say you must pay first and everything like that, and then you are telling me that we've got free education. It's very tough, guys, okay? But I want people I want us to change the attitude, man. Attitude of always thinking of struggling. And I'm thinking about the June 16 thing. They did one struggle, education, boom, changed. Today people are benefiting from that struggle. Even though there was fees must fall and everything. And unfortunately, when it comes to things like fees must fall, it's because of sometimes these universities, they are very stubborn. They are very stubborn to change. They don't want to change. They don't want to make things equally. Even with the NHI, others are fighting the NHI. Even some of you are against it, it's fine. But the aim, I believe, maybe Motsoaledi can explain more, which he actually did when he was doing that thing of speaking with the young people at the Youth League of the ANC. They're explaining that the NHI, it gives people a platform where they will be receiving almost the same services as the private sector, people who go to private whatever, and people are fighting that. And you are telling me that it's easy, guys. It's very easy for us to get to a point where people are getting things easier and are getting things quicker, and even best and also the best and quality things, but there are people who are pushing it back, people who don't want that to happen. Okay, that is why, guys, I say, in as much as we wish to get to a point where the things are free, but there are people who will push back, and unfortunately, it will be very difficult. But the attitude of always struggling, when a person is asked a question, is thinking about struggle. We will always struggle for anything and everything, even the smallest and easier things that they can just do in 7 days. It can take 17 years. Some of the things they can take even 2 months, but they take 17 years, and they are all following all these things instead of changing things. I was actually watching a video about Mr. Malema, who was asking a question to Mr. Mbeki. You remember that thing, the conversation between Mr. Mukari and also Mr. Mbeki. You remember Mr. Malema, they asked a question about the land and everything like that. And Mr. Mbeki, when he was answering, I was like, yeah, no, it's gonna be very difficult to get there. It's gonna be very difficult. And unfortunately, these questions are not asked from white people, they are asked from black people, and their answers are not very convincing. I'm very sorry. They are not convincing, especially when it comes to these sensitive topics. Sensitive topics, this just chai. People, they just go left. Others, you think that they will answer, they hold here, hold there, and you can see that they are cautious. And you're asking yourself, when are we getting to get to a place where we are no longer thinking about struggling? When we want to do things, we just do things easier, and then it just happens because we've got resources. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't happen. Anyway.
Well, there's nothing to be said. Just look at the polls. I've seen on the newsroom, there is a big poll running there. What does it say? I don't know. So let the people speak. And so we're less concerned about.
One last question, SG, as the ANC, how are you finding the Mbalula proceedings so far?
Sorry?
How are you finding, as the ANC, how are you finding the Mbalula proceedings so far?
Well, it's going well. President have implemented. Mkhwanazi is on the stand. Let's all observe. The ANC is not going to have a running commentary. We've got a commission, we must respect it, respect the witnesses. If they lie, they will be subjected to the law. They are speaking under oath. So let's observe that. Give the judge and his panel the opportunity to ask the work that is important. You know the rule of law. The rule of law is a cornerstone of our constitutional democracy. If the rule of law were to collapse, that story of what the judge is probing is bigger than what Judge Zondo was about. Because me and you, it means we don't have a state, we don't have a government. We are run by cartels and thugs at the random. That's what the judge is probing. And let those who can prove that the country and our police system has got challenges come to the fore. Mkhwanazi have spoken, President have responded to that, we have a commission, give the man a chance. And then stop making conclusive issues because others also are going to come and speak. Leave this matter. It's nice, it's on TV. We can see, we can comment, we can connect the dots. Like Pravin Gordhan have said, let's connect the dots. We can see as South Africans for ourselves who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie. South Africans must see the grinding of the law through the eyes of natural justice. That's what is important. And natural justice says, here is a camera, here is a witness, we too can be judges. So let's wait. We have asked for it, it is happening.
Well, I do agree with Mr. Mbalula there. You know, it's a good thing that it's happening with Mr. Mkhwanazi. Let's leave him to speak and finish, and other people come and everything like that. I do agree with him. And then if we find out that actually there's evidence, the people interfered and blah blah, plus the Zondo commission that happened in the past, then obviously we come to only one conclusion. The country is ran by some people, but it's ran by thugs, as he says, Mr. Mbalula. It's not me, it's Mr. Mbalula. It's ran by thugs, it's ran by criminals and everything like that. That will actually get to that conclusion, Okay? And it's unfortunate that for me, guys, even if as a person you are watching that thing of Mr. Mkwanazi and also the Zozondo Commission thing, for the fact that there had been some people who came and complained and actually exposed the things that they have exposed, for me it tells me one thing, that already we are in that state of being people running the country which are not good. Okay, already for me, I'm very sorry, I've concluded. For the fact that we've got these things being exposed, for the fact that there is a commission of inquiry, for the fact that there are some people that are saying there were others who were, it doesn't matter how you look. For me, for the fact that we've got that commission of inquiry tells me one thing: we've got a problem. Don't have to wait until it's messed up, until the country is messed up, then you think that is messed up. You have, that's why for me, I believe that problems need to be dealt with while they are still fresh. You must not wait until something happens, somebody experiences something bad, and then we react. It's very important for us to be proactive instead of reactive, because that's going to kill us. That's going to put us in a very backward position. That's what I'm thinking. For the fact that we've got these two commissions about the capturing of the, okay, not capturing of the state, about the rottenness, the decay that is in South Africa in terms of serving people, in terms of whatever you can call it. I don't want to use words here. For me, immediately tells me that we've got a problem. Okay? For the fact that there is that thing that's happening. For the fact that there's somebody who is a whistleblower who's talking. For the fact that there are people who are being mentioned. For the fact that it seems and it sounds like there are people that have interfered. For the fact that we've got this commission of inquiry, we are spending money there. For the fact that it was established, it is for me a good enough, okay, to look at our South Africa to say South Africa is ran by people who are not good. Simple as that. Don't wait until people finish, because people, they can cover their tracks. The next thing you don't find nothing. I'm just saying, guys, this thing of being reactive, it's not helping us. Gotta be proactive, bro. Gotta be proactive, any person. Because what puzzles me also, as I've said in my other video, what puzzles me is the fact that a person who is in a position in a province, a good position, a commissioner of the province, goes to parliament, speaks and says there are things that are happening that are not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got a chairperson of parliament there. You've got the national commissioner there. You've got the minister of police there. You've got all these people, and worst part of it, you've got parliamentarians who are sitting there. Somebody who is exposing, and then people, they decide to go back. And they keep quiet, they don't say anything, they don't think of doing anything. I would have expected that parliament, because they've got powers, I don't know if they do have powers like that, if that thing was exposed like that in parliament, they would have done the audit committee. They should be the ones that have started the audit committee long time ago, after Mkwanazi came to parliament and exposed some things. That could have told us they are taking things serious. But unfortunately, went to parliament, spoke the way he spoke. People, they just looked at him and be like, this guy, he wants to shine. And then that's why he went to a press conference now. Anyway, it's fine, guys, it's fine. I just hate the fact that we are reactive, man. You know, things, they happen until we are in a mess. That's when we start jumping. But anyway, thank you. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Tell me what you think in the comment section. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me what you think about what Mr. Mbalula has said. And yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have a good day. We're done. Out.